You have serious security concerns forcing Erika Kirk to miss last night's Turning Point USA event in Athens, Georgia. She was set to speak to students there at the university. Vice President J.D. Vance still attended, with TPUSA spokesperson Andrew Kolvet hosting the honors instead of Erika.
I'm on stage here instead of our friend Erika Kirk.
That's right.
Because unfortunately, she has received some very serious threats in her direction, which is terrible. It's a terrible reflection on the state of reality and the state of the country.
I love Erika, and I know that she did get some threats. I was a little worried that we were going to have to cancel the event because Erika was not going to come, and she was very worried about it. And I talked to the Secret Service, and I said, you know what? Let's let Erika do what she needs to do for herself and her family.
So the man on stage there was Andrew Kolvet. He's with me now, also the executive producer of the Charlie Kirk Show. And Andrew, nice to see you again. It's been a couple of weeks. Thank you for coming back here today. Here's what Erika said on X. She said, I was so looking forward to tonight's event at the University of Georgia with our vice president, but after all our family's been through, I take my security team's recommendations extremely seriously. Thank you to our amazing Georgia chapter for your support. God bless you all. What do you want, what sort of light do you want to shed on what she was experiencing and what's happening now?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really unfortunate experience for me too, just to have to watch that very difficult decision get made, which I think is the first time that we've ever had to make that decision in Turning Point history. But everything that happened with Charlie, obviously his assassination, we're still, grieving that. And you saw what happened with Savannah Hernandez, one of our TPUSA Frontlines reporters in Minneapolis. And to see the security team tell us, we cannot guarantee your safety, we recommend that you don't do this, was a really chilling moment for all of us to kind of have to internalize and experience and realize that Erika Kirk is, her children are one parent away from being orphans. And sometimes you just have to say, listen, right now, what's most important is your safety, is your security, and your children, your family. Let your team handle this. Let us do what we can do. And so, I obviously was horrified at the reason why, but I was honored to stand in and pinch hit for Erika last night. And I was grateful for the vice president to, that we didn't have to ultimately cancel the entire event. He was willing to do it with me, and it was very gracious of him.
Well, they found a good host, Andrew, all right? So be proud of that, all right? And we'll see whether or not you can reschedule this and what form that takes. But you mentioned Savannah Hernandez, that reporter who was in Minneapolis, and that video is rough. The vice president was talking about that last night.
Savannah Hernandez, of course, was assaulted in Minnesota a couple days ago. I talked to Cash Patel on the way down here, and I said, I assume that we're doing something here. And he said, yes, we're going to use the video to try to go after the people who assaulted her and then try to defund the networks that fund those radicals who are going around assaulting activists.
What happened with Savannah. And I think it's just important that we remember that we're dealing with humans. These are human beings.
Yeah, that's well stated, Andrew. This is the video. If you watch this thing in full and just listen to the sound, it's just a brutal thing here. And toward the end there, she gets hit by a woman several times, gets pushed to the ground by a man who's probably twice her size. It's brutal. She posted on this. She said, not only has the response from the administration been quick, but this is the first time I've experienced the federal government actually utilize multiple agencies to hold these violent leftists responsible. So we'll see what comes of that. And Andrew, that's ugly stuff. And I mean, those are radicals getting in her face, blowing those whistles, and then physically assaulting her, Andrew.
Yeah, and I'm reminded of one of the last text messages that Charlie ever sent Stephen Miller in the White House, and he said, we've got to defund these radical left groups and their funding mechanisms, and we've got to deconstruct them. And that's something that I still think about almost every day, because it's so critically important what the vice president was talking about there. Scott Bessent at Treasury has also been involved in working through these networks and the funding mechanisms, and so we want to see progress there. Harmeet Dillon is another person that's been really out front. And yeah, this is unacceptable. But when you look at the polling, Bill, you see that about 30% of 18 to 39-year-old self-described progressives thinks violence is okay to achieve political ends, and that has to stop.
Yeah, I just want to show this. There are 3 people who have been referred for charges. One's an adult female, one's an adult male, another adult male, obstruction with force, and the other is disorderly conduct. And we will see where and how those charges develop. Andrew, nice to see you again. Late night for you last night. Thanks for getting up early for us today. Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks, Bill.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.